soft whistling through the evening hall, before the night begins at all. When the last reader left the room, the lamps were low, the shelves were still. The wooden floor held one soft step, then settled back into itself. A chair stood close beside the desk, a page half turned, a coat long gone. Dust moved slowly through the gold, like tiny thoughts that missed the sun. The librarian closed a book, ran a hand across the wood, listened to the quiet breathe between the ladders and the walls. No one hurried out the door, no bell disturbed the fading light. Only evening entered gently through the high blue window panes. When the last reader left the hall, the room grew deeper, not more small, as if the books had held their breath and waited for the dark itself. When the last reader walked away, the shelves seemed changed by losing day, and every lamp and table edge began to keep a softer secret. One long-faced figure stayed behind, not out of fear, not out of need, but like a man who felt the room was almost ready to begin. The dust went silver in the glow, the shadows lengthened row by row, and something in the timbered dark felt older than the hour itself. Some places close when people go, some only wake when silence grows, and ask for one last soul to stay, until the walls remember night. When the last reader left the hall, the room grew deeper, not more small, as if the books had held their breath and waited for the dark itself. When the last reader walked away, the shelves seemed changed by losing day, and every lamp and table edge began to keep a softer secret. Soft whistling through the wooden air, the library is changing there. Dust in the lamplight turned like snow, too slow to fall, too light to hold. Above the books, above the desk, above the hands that touched the rail. One lamp glowed warm beside the stacks. One ladder leaned against the dark. One long-nosed reader walked the aisle, as if the room were listening back. The bindings wore their faded reds, their greens, their golds, their weathered names, and all the titles on the spines looked quieter than they had by day. The silence was not empty there. It had the shape of folded pages, a quiet made of wood and cloth, of breath and waiting, dust and time. Dust in the lamplight, soft and slow, turning in the evening glow, making every shelf and stair feel more alive than daylight knew. Dust in the lamplight, pale and warm, floating through the timbered calm, till every book and every beam feels part of one old living dream. A finger traced a cracked old spine, a page was lifted then left closed. Some stories asked to stay asleep, some asked to bloom without a sound. The floor replied with little creaks, the shadows bent along the wall, and every particle of dust seemed to know where it belonged. Not every wonder needs a sign. Some live in paper, wood and time, and turn the smallest moving light into a room no clock can hold. Dust in the lamplight, soft and slow, turning in the evening glow, making every shelf and stair feel more alive than daylight knew. Dust in the lamplight, pale and warm, floating through the timbered calm, till every book and every beam feels part of one old living dream. And through the warm and floating gold, the room began to breathe its own. Dust in the lamplight turned like snow, too slow to fall, too light to hold, Above the books, above the desk, above the hands that touch the rail, one lamp glowed warm beside the stacks. One ladder leaned against the dark. One long-nosed reader walked the aisle, as if the room were listening back. The bindings wore their faded reds, their greens, their golds, their weathered names, and all the titles on the spines looked quieter than they had by day. The silence was not empty there, it had the shape of folded pages, a quiet made of wood and cloth, of breath and waiting, dust and time. Dust in the lamplight, soft and slow, turning in the evening glow, making every shelf and stair feel more alive than daylight knew. Dust in the lamplight, pale and warm, floating through the timbered calm, till every book and every beam feels part of one finger traced a cracked old spine. The page was lifted, then left closed. Some stories asked to stay asleep, some asked to bloom without a sound. The floor replied with little creaks, the shadows bent along the wall, and every particle of dust seemed to know where it belonged. Not every wonder needs a sign. Some live in paper, wood and time, and turn the smallest moving light into a room no clock can hold. Dust in the lamplight, soft and slow, turning in the evening glow, making every shelf and stair feel more alive than daylight knew. Dust in the lamplight, pale and warm, floating through the timbered calm, till every book and every beam feels part of one old living dream. And through the warm and floating gold, the room began to breathe its own. At first it was a subtle thing, a shelf that seemed a little longer, a corridor that held one turn where none had waited there before. The reader paused beside the lamp, looked up, then down, then looked again, and still the room remained so calm, it felt impolite to call it strange. Another row appeared beyond the row he thought the last one was. Another ladder, another light, another little table set. No crash, no sound of stone or wall, no sudden tearing of the air, only Slowly the shelves grew deeper still, like thoughts unfolding in their sleep. The shelves grew deeper through the night, beyond the lamp, beyond the sight. And every step the reader took found one more room inside the books. The shelves grew deeper, soft and slow, like roots beneath the floor of oak, till all the library seemed to hold more dark and more gold than before. One book had not been there at dusk, one staircase did not used to bend, one doorway now was breathing light into a room with no known end. Yet nothing there felt cruel or sharp, only older, larger still, as if the library each night remembered how immense it was. Some houses keep their size by day, then loosen slightly after dark, and let the hidden rooms return for those who stay and do not run. Shelves grew deeper through the night, beyond the lamp, beyond the sight. And every step the reader took found one more room inside the books. The shelves grew deeper, soft and slow, like roots beneath the floor of oak, till all the library seemed to hold more dark and more gold than before. With each row that came to be, the room grew stranger tenderly. At first it was a subtle thing, a shelf that seemed a little longer, a corridor that held one turn, where none had waited there before. The reader paused beside the lamp, looked up, then down, then looked again, and still the room remained so calm, it felt impolite to call it strange. Another row appeared beyond the row he thought the last one was, another ladder, another light, another little table set. No crash, no sound of stone or wall, no sudden tearing of the air. Only the shelves grew deeper still, like thoughts unfolding in their sleep. The shelves grew deeper through the night, beyond the lamp, beyond the sight. And every step the reader took found one more room inside the books. The shelves grew deeper, soft and slow, like roots beneath the floor of oak, till all the library seemed to hold more dark and more gold than before. One book had not been there at dusk. One staircase did not use to bend. One doorway now was breathing light into a room with no known end. Yet nothing there felt cruel or sharp, only older, larger still, as if the library each night remembered how immense it was. Some houses keep their size by day, then loosen slightly after dark, and let the hidden rooms return for those who stay and do not run. The shelves grew deeper through the night, beyond the lamp, beyond the sight, and every step the reader took found one more room inside the books. The shelves grew deeper, soft and slow, like roots beneath the floor of oak, till all the library seemed to hold more dark and more gold than before. And with each row that came to be, the room grew stranger, tenderly. On a table near the end of where the shelves had never been, a little book without a mark lay waiting in the amber dark. The reader stood and did not reach, but still the cover slowly moved. A page turned once, then one more page, as if a hand of air had read. No wind had crossed the distant stacks, no window stood even half open. Only the lamp in breathing dust watched the paper find its shape. Inside were drawings not quite still, a stair, a field, a little tower. And with each page the room around felt soft, a stranger, more awake. A book opened by itself tonight, under the calm and amber light, and every page it chose to show made the hidden library grow. A book opened by its own will, not to frighten, not to thrill, but like a voice too kind to shout, had simply found its way back out. The reader sat and watched it breathe, as if the paper held a pulse, as if the ink remembered hands that had been gone for many years. The pictures did not leap or burn, they only waited to be seen, and in that quiet turning light the room became a second page. Some stories ask to be pursued, some ask only to be met, and open like a sleeping eye when one warm lamp is all that's left. A book open by itself tonight, under the calm and amber light, and every page it chose to show made the hidden library grow. A book opened by its own will, not to frighten, not to thrill, but like a voice too kind to shout, had simply found its way back out. And while the pages gently shone, the reader knew he was not alone. On a table near the end of where the shelves had never been, a little book without a mark lay waiting in the amber dark. The reader stood and did not reach, but still the cover slowly moved. A page turned once, then one more page, as if a hand of air had read. No wind had crossed the distant stacks, no window stood even half open. Only the lamp and breathing dust watched the paper find its shape. Inside were drawings not quite still, a stair, a field, a little tower. With each page the room around felt soft, a stranger, more awake. A book opened by itself tonight, under the calm and amber light, and every page it chose to show made the hidden library grow. A book opened by its own will, not to frighten, not to thrill, but like a voice too kind to shout, had simply found its way back out. The reader sat and watched it breathe, as if the paper held a pulse, as if the ink remembered hands that had been gone for many years. The pictures did not leap or burn, they only waited to be seen. And in that quiet turning light, the room became a second page. Some stories ask to be pursued, some ask only to be met, and open like a sleeping eye when one warm lamp is all that's left. A book opened by itself tonight, under the calm and amber light, and every page it chose to show made the hidden library grow. A book opened by its own will, not to frighten, not to thrill, but like a voice too kind to shout, had simply found its way back out. While the pages gently shone, reader knew he was not alone. By morning it was smaller again, the extra stairways softly gone, the hidden tables, distant rooms, folded back into the walls. The lamps were pale with early blue, the dust still turned, but not the same, and all the shelves that filled the night now stood as they had stood before. One book remained upon the desk, closed and quiet in the dawn. A chair pulled out, a page mark left, as if to say the night was real. The reader stood beside the door, coat in hand, eyes full of thought, and looked once back across the room before the daylight entered fully. By morning it was smaller again, a room of books, of wood, of grain, and yet the air still held the shape of all that darkness made in gold. It was calm once more, no longer deeper than the floor, but something in the window light had changed the room and him a little. The street outside began to wake, a cart, a bell, a distant step, and still the library held a hush like a secret not yet cold. No witness came, no proof remained, except a page no one had known, except the warmth inside the lamp, except the dust that moved too slow. Not every night is meant to stay, some only lend a hidden way, then leave a gentler world behind for those who watched and did not speak. By morning it was smaller again, a room of books, of wood, of grain, and yet the air still held the shape of all that darkness made in gold. By morning it was calm once more, no longer deeper than the floor, but something in the window light had changed the room and him a little. Soft whistling through the morning hall, the night is gone, but not at all. was smaller again. The extra stairway softly gone. The hidden tables, distant rooms, folded back into the walls. The lamps were pale with early blue. The dust still turned, but not the same. And all the shelves that filled the night now stood as they had stood before. One book remained upon the desk, closed and quiet in the dawn. A chair pulled out, a page mark left, as if to say the night was real. The reader stood beside the door, coat in hand, eyes full of thought, and looked once back across the room before the daylight entered fully. By morning it was smaller again, a room of books, of wood, of grain, and yet the air still held the shape of all that darkness made in gold. By morning it was calm once more, no longer deeper than the floor, but something in the window light had changed the room and him a little. The street outside began to wake, a cart, a bell, a distant step, and still the library held a hush, like a secret not yet cold. No witness came, no proof remained, except a page no one had known, except the warmth inside the lamp, except the dust that moved too slow. Not every night is meant to stay. Some only lend a hidden way, then leave a gentler world behind for those who watched and did not speak. By morning it was smaller again, a room of books, of wood, of grain, and yet the air still held the shape of all that darkness made in gold. By morning it was calm once more, no longer deeper than the floor, but something in the window light had changed the room and him a little. Soft whistling through the morning hall, the night is gone, but not at all.